Hi everybody, let's talk about the NDIS Provider Registration pathway. Let's just break it down a little bit more and give you a few options and choices so that you could save a little bit of money. One of the biggest things I hear from providers is they're not going to mandate it because it's all too expensive and most sole traders won't be able to do it. They're not going to do it. And then they're going to have a shortage of support workers. Well, not necessarily. It really depends on the demand and what else. There's so many factors. It's not just as simple as these sole traders won't register because it's too expensive. Let's talk to the cost of the NDIS registration. So often if you go with a consultant, you're going to be paying for your consulting fees. They're going to do your documents, policies and procedures for you. They're potentially going to answer the self-assessment questions for you. They're potentially, going to take over your Proto account for a little bit. They're potentially going to support you pre-audit. And that is a lot of hours of work. So you could be paying anywhere from $7,000 up, and then the audit is on top of that. And there's two types of audits. One is quite expensive, often starts around the 6,000 mark-ish. That's more the certification, and the verification is often around, I've seen the lowest I've seen it is $900. But it really depends on the modules that you're registering for, the risk level, the type of audit that is required. So how do you become NDIS registered but not have to spend close to, $16,000 or even $12,000? One of the ways that we've done to help you, and it is just a choice, it is another option, is we've created a short step-by-step comprehensive guide course, if you like. In it, there is some video, there is an audio, there is a guide, there's checklist every step of the way. So we're giving you, do this part, now tick this bit off, how did you go with that? A little bit of troubleshooting when you have an issue with maybe Proto or the portal, a little bit of where you can go to for a bit more information. We explain the audit process. We also explain the internal audit process, and we also do internal audits if that's something you want. Now, should you decide that, okay, we're going to do this course, we're going to give this a go ourselves, and you go, right, I need documents, policies and procedures. We do have them templated. You're going to have to do some work. You have to adapt them to suit yourself. The whole goal of our process is to empower you to know every part of your business, to understand your responsibilities as a business owner and providing quality service to people living with a disability. We want you to succeed. We know that it costs a lot of money to run a business, and the cost of living on top of that is really tough. So by having this little course for you that's $99, access to this to refer back to, and what we'd like to do is, if you choose our templated documents, policies and procedures, because you're going to adapt them, right? They're yours, you've got to make them yours. We're going to give you $99 back. So if you use the coupon, so if you go through our course and you use the coupon, you're going to save $99. Effectively then that guide becomes free should you go through us. But you don't have to. You could go through the guide, you can read through it, and you can go, yeah, this is all too hard. I'm going to pay a consultant. I'm just going to pay that $6,000 to $10,000, right? You might choose that, and I get it. If someone else can do it for you, why not? But at least by doing the course or the guide, having that information, you've got an understanding of what to expect from them, what to expect from the process. Because sometimes when people are doing stuff for us, they don't always tell us what's going on. They just go ahead and do it. It's much easier for them to go ahead and do it and then come to you at certain parts where you've got to sign off on things or provide things. So sure, this is your choice. This is your guide, but we wanted to provide a option that, yes, it's going to require your time, it's going to require your energy, and we do have coaching that we can, you're stuck. Well, bring all your questions to one session and let's smash through it. Let's get it all sorted. Let's support you where you're actually stuck and keep you going where you're not. At the end of the day, going through this process and completing the application form, going through audit, all of that kind of thing, once it's done, it becomes a waiting game. And the thing is that you can make a choice. So you can start preparing for all of this now and doing little pieces as you go along. And before you know it, you've got everything ready to go, and then you start the application form, right? You start the application, and you know that once you complete the application, it then becomes clear what type of audit you actually require. Now, the verification audits, I have seen some for around $800. They might be $1,500. And that doesn't, so if you've maybe only spent, I don't know, $5,000, and then you've got your audit included in that part of all of those expenses, you've just saved yourself a little bit of money. At the end of the day, it's just another option. But I want you to know that NDIS registration, sometimes the most expensive part of it, if you don't use a consultant, that most expensive part of it could be the audit, or it could be your documents, policies, and procedures. Often it's the audit, or the audit and the documents and that come on par. But at the end of the day, this is your business. Having documents, policies, and procedures that you know inside out is so important for your long-term success of your business. And this is setting up a solid foundation for not just NDIS registration, but the running of your business. So have a think about it. If this is something that you're really interested in, we've included the link in the description of this video so you can check that out. You can go to our website, Break Free Consultancy, and you'll see it on the front page under our column for the disability sector. You'll see that option for that course. It's also in our store. We are also uploading shorter courses as well, such as duty of care, risk assessment. We do have them in our learning centre, but we also understand that some people just want to be able to download a guide and then listen to something rather than logging in somewhere. So we're just giving you different options. It's all about empowering you. It's all about supporting you and helping you to grow your business. So I hope that this little video helps. Follow us, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be adding more content, not just on NDIS, but health and wellbeing and understanding and connecting with neurodiversity as well. We've also got a few other surprises coming. So just keep following us, keep checking it all out, and back yourself. You probably know more than you think you do. You probably can do a lot more than you think. It just becomes a choice. This way, you know that if you have to become NDIS registered, it's maybe not going to cost you as much as what you think it might be right now. It just might require a little bit of your time, a little bit of your energy, but knowing that you can do it. And when you are stuck, there is support out there that doesn't cost a fortune. I hope that this helps. Take care of you, and always remember why you've chosen to run your own business. What is your passion about this? What brings you joy in running your own business? That is so important for your long-term success. All right, have a great day, guys.